at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, for the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest for the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So Florida State's going to get the first crack on offense today. Of course, the home of the Cotton Bowl in modern times would become AT&T Stadium, a massive yet somehow intimate setting. This, of course, is where the first championship game of the playoff era was played.
Well, who could forget that? When Ohio State took care of Oregon to win the national championship for Urban Meyer. And this game, like you said, I think it just seems to get bigger and bigger in this setting. The pressure these players feel. Let's see who can handle that the best today.
After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 17. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
The Noles will bring their punt team on the field now. Son to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And he's able to get the boot away. He'll field it close to midfield. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. So Michigan's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. 2 good teams with great individual players.
Receiver makes the catch.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Finding some room with the 25. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Caught quickly. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. And the Wolverines hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that all.
Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage and stop this run game.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Florida State offense heads back onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up the first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. Boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Weinke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward, so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
The Seminoles starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And they get him down after the completion. Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. First down and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Catch made on the out route. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
There's a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. The quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
On the junior, gets home making a sack there.
Boy, how about the push up front by the big fellas here? And when you can get pressure like this, that's what separates good defenses from great defenses. And you think back to the Michigan teams, when they've been exceptional, they've had defensive line played just like that.
Caught over the middle. It's strong. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up 4th down. And the Seminoles will line up to boot it away. They're going to kick it away for the second time. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. You can see he's a dangerous return man. They finally grab him, but he sets the offense up in pretty good field position. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown run. And he's hit right as he throws it, incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
They bring him down to the 45 at a solid gain to keep this drive going.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game. Being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Handoff here from the shotgun. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. They get him at the 42, good enough for a first down. Wolverines look to keep this drive moving.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Important second down play coming up. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Tackle made to the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
So, Kurt, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Touchdown, Michigan. Strong game by this quarterback. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. He makes the grab. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Second down play coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Brought down after a short return to the 24. What a crucial takeaway.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Finds an open target on the left side.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The Wolverines are in the red zone. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. That pass is hauled in over the middle. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense first and goal from the 10.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
On first and 10, looking to throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
Well, that time they're able to work the slot across the field on the drag. Precise route and a good throw.
The shotgun running play call. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield. He may go for a third or a fourth later today.
And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he takes this from inside the 5. The returner is brought down. Gets a start on the next drive. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. First down, looking to throw the football. He pulls it in for a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. How aggressive do you get on first and 10? Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quick completion to the tight end. Stopped right there at the line, no gain. Second down after that previous play. Snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's strong. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Caught over the middle. It's strong. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game.
Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you've got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
They've got him down out near the 40.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. And the Knowles will bring their punt team onto the field. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. And there's the handoff. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Batuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hoare. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
So the whole place right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. And the runner takes off to his right. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Play action fake, looking to throw. He'll try a pass here. He's got it near the end zone. Receiver steps out just short of the goal line.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size,
fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. Lining up to try the extra point. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Gives it to the back. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. So we reach the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You've got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Ball handed off. Runs through the defender. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. And the ball is away from inside the 10. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. See if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark. See if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
Offense moving closer to the line of gain after that catch. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Third down, out of the shotgun. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wolverines. And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. It's a shotgun run call. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game. And we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
The Noles will kick this away to get the second half going. Turner trying to create good field position. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Jukes, the defender, gets brought down after a solid game.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
And the Wolverines pick up enough for a first down.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Oh, and he dropped it. Very uncharacteristic play by this wide receiver. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Deep shot caught down inside the 20. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Another handoff to him on second and goal. Touchdown, Michigan. And the route is on. That's another touchdown for this running back. They can't stop him. Dream performance performance in this playoff game.
Yeah, this is going to be a performance we're going to be talking about for a long time. I just love watching because he's doing it in so many different ways. We've seen speed. We've seen his physicality. He's breaking tackles. Boy, just an absolute dream scenario, as you said.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Good as they continue to pull away even more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You get a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. They punted 4 times already, on the verge of a 5th. They can't convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. The completion makes it 2nd and short. Receiver in motion now. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Grab down the middle. It's Soto. They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass. Pass caught, 2nd down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Grab near the sticks. It's strong. He stopped, but he gets a 1st down. The Seminoles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground here. Got space, looking to score. They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles. Now they line up to get the extra point. And it's good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Using his legs on the scramble. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the 1st down marker. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? There's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And that will pick up a 1st down. They'll spot it at 38.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the 2nd half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
Defense makes the stop after the completion. Offense showing a bunch formation now. And here's the handoff. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They're going to run it. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. He's going to hand this off. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. This has been thorough domination through three quarters. A real statement confirming their status as a national championship contender. We'll check out the stats so far. So, 1 quarter away from wrapping up an impressive CFP victory. Let's get back to the final period. Here's the second down play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whatever we feel like doing.
They'll try to run this one in. Tackled there by the defense. Second down and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. And this one is getting ugly.
Well, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
They'll return it from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. And looking to throw now on first down. The pocket breaking down. It's a sack. They trap him inside the 5.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Single back takes the handoff. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
And he lobs it deep down the middle. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. And the Seminoles will send the punt team onto the field. On the kick now for the 5th time today. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. And the defense makes some adjustments, come up with a stop here. Makes a quick grab. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there, wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He flips it to the back across the middle. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Fights through a tackle. Touchdown, Michigan. And the beatdown continues. They're setting out to try the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Looking downfield, it's Willis. Lets it go quickly. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Cannot escape, and down he goes.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The sack sets up second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made after the completion.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, trying to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job.
Freshman introducing himself to the quarterback there.
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle the pressure of this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of, Chris, get this, 7 sacks in this game so far.
They'll kick it away here. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. And of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. They'll tackle him at the 27.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
He hands it off from the gun. Breaks loose at the 40. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, another nice run by this running back. He's well over 100 yards now on the game. A big part of the reason that they're going to win this football game and advance to the next round.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Oh. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
Love to see this with the lead late in the game. In the postseason, you got to trust your offensive line in your back. Not only do you keep the clock moving, you pick up a first down. Now you got a chance to ice this game.
There's the snap, and he just takes a knee.
Well, this is what you hope for. Have a chance to just take a knee in this game and advance in the playoff.
And the offense just takes a knee here. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.